we've employed hierarchy. Now we want to employ contrast. I'm going to do something very funny here. So I click on my artboard. You can actually color your artboard a different color. I didn't know I'm teaching you guys the answers, but you never mind. So when I color my artboard this way, when I color my artboard black, so you are clearly aware that I had typed something on this artboard or on my hero section. Which design principle am I violating over here? If you understand the concept, you can type it in the chat section. Which design principle do you think I'm violating? Contrast. Exactly. So you see how I've been able to um, utilize the shapes and then the what is it? Yes, yes. So the design principles over here. First, I made you guys draw shapes just so you can understand alignment, hierarchy, contrast. So now, okay, let me show you guys something else. So the same way I colored the whole artboard black, when I color the artboard orange, let me copy this. Paste it here. Which design principle am I violating this time around again? Contrast, right? Good. So then, whenever you are designing, if it's a button your client asks you to make, and then you go ahead and then, let's say the button says, let me admit it, guys. Let's say the button says, click here to download. Okay, click here to download. Let me center this. You guys are now joining the call. So the button says click here to download or download me or whatever the text is. Click here to download. And then the color of your button is, let's see, blue. Sorry, the color of your button over here. Sure. The color of your button is blue. Okay. And then you go ahead to make the color of your text also blue, but probably a different blue. Who do you think who do you expect to click on this button if the person should land on your website? Why? Because you violated contrast. Whatever information you are trying to display is not so clear to your users. Okay. Because you've not been able to select or to combine your colors to depict what you want us to see. So then whenever you are, I mean, there are lots of guidelines when it comes to contrast. Apple has their guidelines. I think Android also, material design icons. I'll send you guys links so that you go to. So for a color like, let's say, black, you know very well white is going to fit perfectly. Okay. For a color like, sorry, for a color like, for a color like, let me see, red, or yeah, something pinkish, reddish, something of this sort. You know, you can't select something like blue. See how poly it looks. You can compare this to this. Okay. So when it comes to contrast, uh, I mean, it's a very key design principle that you guys wouldn't have to joke with. Okay. So there are plugins that you can use to check for your contrast to show that the button you designed or the color combinations you have used are actually standardized, like it's accepted globally. So, like I said, in Lab 3, we are going to be touching on all this. Good. I mean, the plugins to help you detect all this. So, yeah, we set out to use alignment, hierarchy, contrast, and then emphasis. I mean, it's so obvious, which, I mean, how emphasis has been used in this design. Because when you go back to design principles, you clearly want something to stand out. Okay, amidst a lot of is how do you do the ellipse with the black in the middle? How do I do the ellipse in the black? Which ellipse are you talking about? Uh, is it this one? You can send a reaction if that's what you're referring to. The balance. Oh, okay. Sure. Uh, lab session. So the ellipse in the middle. Sure, you let me use this one. So let me drag this to our artboard over here and then color it. So who has the question? I think Ebenezer. Is it Ebenezer? No, Alfred. Yeah, Alfred. So it does not necessarily have a black in the middle. All you have to do is to color your ellipse black. Okay, and then you add a stroke. So a stroke is more of like an outline. Okay, all these will be touched on in lab 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because that has to do with in-depth understanding of UI and other things. Okay, so you click on the stroke and then you select outside over here. And then you increase. So you color your stroke, let's say white. Let me send this outside. Good. Yeah. So you color it white. If you want to reduce the size of your stroke, you do this over here. Okay. So that's how that is done. You just create your ellipse and then you add a stroke to it. Yes. So we set out to employ alignment. You're welcome. So we set out to employ alignment, hierarchy, contrast, and then emphasis in our design, in the design of our hero section. So I mean, this will not be graded, but it will be a plus to you when you go back or when you drop off the call. Okay. So I want you guys to so I want you guys to create hold on. So when you hit F on your keyboard, okay, you hit F on your keyboard. I want you guys to select presentation, okay, and then click on slide 16 by 9. Okay. So when you click on it, I want you guys to employ I mean create a dummy text. You can say if your name is Shadrach, does it add to the frame to the current page or it is a are you referring to the one I'm asking you guys to do, Michael? Sure, sure. So I want you guys to create a frame. You hit F, you go to presentation, slide 16 by 9. Oh no. You just hit F on any part of your I don't know, any part of your workspace. Wherever you are, just hit F and it's going to change and then you can select your artboard. So you select slide 16 by 9. Now I want you guys to employ these principles in your in the design of a hero section. I don't know if you guys are familiar with hero sections, but let me show you what a hero section is. Give me a second to do that. Okay, good. So let me go to bold so you get it. Um, yes. So a hero section is basically the first page you see whenever you land on any website. Okay, so this is the hero section of a website. The whole page is called a landing page because this is where you